Hey tubers, it's Tony, and today I'm going to walk you through the process of how to replace a bad blow motor on your 2006 Ford Explorer. But first, I'm going to explain to you why I had to replace the blow motor. Then I'm going to come back and give you some pointers and tips towards the end of the video. I've already replaced the blow motor in this vehicle because I really needed to have a blow motor that was working, needed heat, needed air, okay? The reason why I replaced the blow motor is last week I came out, got into the vehicle, started the vehicle up, and I noticed that the blow motor was running. Now, the last time I got out of this vehicle, because I have multiple vehicles, I remember turning off the heater control module. So the blow motor was still running even though the heater control module was off. I hit the off button. The blow motor continued to run. And by the way, remember, if your heater control module works and you don't hear any air blowing through your vents or hear that powerful noise coming from the blow motor, then more than likely it has failed. But you always want to check the fuse to make sure that the fuse is not the fault before you replace the blow motor. But anyway, hit the off button would not control the blow motor. So then I hit the auto button and all the lights lit up on the heater control module. I could control the air conditioning and the heat, make it hotter, make it cold. I can turn on the defroster. Everything worked except for the off button would not work. Now, there are several reasons for why this typically happens. This is a 2006 vehicle, okay? So it's pretty old. I purchased a blow motor from Rock Auto about 2 years ago now because I knew eventually the blow motor in this vehicle would fail. So I'm actually glad that I did that. I've already replaced the blow motor as I stated before. So after replacing the blow motor, that solved the problem. Now, in your case, what could it be when this happens? It could be the blow motor has failed. It could be the blow motor resistor has failed. And for those of you that do not know what the blow motor resistor does, it's responsible for controlling the speed of the blow motor. So just so you know that. You could have bad wiring down below someplace, bad electrical connector, broken wire, bad connection behind the heater control module. So sometimes you have to do a little bit of investigating, wiggle wires and things of that nature to give things a test. So right quick, I'm going to go down below on the passenger side where the blow motor is, show you how to replace it. It's really easy for the most part. On this 2006 Ford Explorer, there are two, I believe, 7mm screws that hold a wiring harness in your way. And when you remove those two screws, the wiring harness really won't go anywhere. It just allows you to move it a little bit so that you can drop the blow motor. Then there are three screws that hold the blow motor in place. And then there's another screw, and I'll show you this in a moment, that you need to remove to lower something so that you can just drop the blow motor out. Now, before I go over there and show you the blow motor, I'm going to point something out to you. On your old blow motor, before you remove the blow motor, take a marker, make a mark where the screws go. Get this out the way. Make a mark on the blow motor before you remove it so you know where the screws go, okay? And the reason you're doing that is because your new blow motor will come with a new gasket. You want to make sure you line that gasket up. And before you put the gasket down, just put a little bit of sealant, a little bit of glue around the rim to hold the gasket in place so that when you put the new blow motor in, this gasket doesn't move. Okay? So now I'm going to run over there right quick and show you the screws for the wiring harness, the screws for the blow motor, the electrical connector, and the other item that you need to remove. And then the blow motor will just fall out, guys. It's just that easy. So hold tight. Right quick before I do that. Again, this is really easy, guys. You want to make sure that this item here sits back. When you put the blow motor up, make sure you put this item underneath where it came from. So pay attention to the blow motor before you take it out and just mimic how it goes back up. It's really easy. Okay. And again, remember with the gasket, you want to put a little bit of sealant around the gasket so that the new gasket stays in place until you screw things down. So hold tight. Okay, folks, here we go. This is really easy. The first thing you want to do is pull down on this tab, and then you can pull the electrical connector away from the blow motor. Notice that I always put a sticker on any new item such as a blow motor so that I know when it's been replaced. Then what you're going to do is you're going to break loose this harness screw, and then back there's another harness screw. Break that loose. Then you're going to come to this item here. Break that screw loose. Just let this fall down. Take note of where this item is so that you put it back before you install the new blow motor. Then, in whatever order works for you, break loose that screw there, and then that screw there. The blow motor will simply fall down. Okay? Then you want to put your new blow motor with its gasket in. Make sure you put a little sealant on that gasket. It just goes right back in the reverse order that you used to take it apart. When you let this fall down, try not to put any stress on these rubber tubes here. And when you put the new blow motor up in there, make sure that no wires or anything are caught in the rim of the new blow motor as you push it up in its housing. Okay? Very, very important. For those of you looking for your blow motor resistor, look at this item just to the left, and up top there's your blow motor resistor. When you're done, guys, just plug the electrical connector back in, and that's it. It's really simple. So just like that, guys, it's really easy and simple. I know some people need to see us video makers take everything apart, but you're going to have to do it anyway. So at least I've given you what to look for and showed you what to take apart. It can't be any more easier than that. I will apologize because I should have showed you guys the blow motor running on its own before replacing it, but I just want to show you guys that it does work now. Typically when I started the car up, you could hear the blow motor just running by itself. Again, the off button would not work, which would sometimes lead you to believe that you have a bad heater control module. If you have a bad blow motor or believe you have a bad blow motor, you always want to check the fuse that powers it as well. But now, just so you see, everything works like it's supposed to. And when I hit the off button, it controls the blow motor. So it was just a bad blow motor, okay? So just that easy. So what I wanted to bring to you guys' attention right quick before I wrap this video up, if you're driving a old Ford Explorer, Chevy, whatever pickup truck, especially like this 2006, you have to keep in mind that the manufacturers don't support everything for this vehicle anymore. So when you go to the junkyard, or if you happen to go to the junkyard, or maybe you want to go to the junkyard, you may want to start looking at things like heater control modules. For those of you that have CD players in your Ford Explorers and love your CDs like I do, you may want to start looking for a radio while you're at the junkyard, because eventually these items will fail, especially the radios, and you won't be able to find the radio. Although Rock Auto in many places, Dorman makes a lot of aftermarket parts, but you have to start thinking that a lot of places do not and will not carry certain parts, electrical parts that you may need for your vehicle. So start thinking about things like that, and I'll leave that up to you as to whether you're going to do that or not. I purchased this heater control module from the junkyard a year ago off of a 2010 Ford Explorer. I spent $20 for it at the junkyard, guys. So I know that this heater control module will fail at some point in time, and I'm ready for it. Things like blow motors you'll always find, and I want you guys to keep in mind, for those of you that don't know, on some vehicles the blow motor resistor looks like this item in front of you, although this is a MAP sensor, a MAF sensor rather, mass airflow sensor. On certain cars, the blow motor resistor will look just like this, so that you have an idea of what you're looking for. Alright guys, that's it. So I hope the video has been beneficial to those of you who are having this problem, and for those of you who are definitely going to have this problem someday. Thanks for watching guys, and I will catch you next time.